Was looking like Big Mama, and I knew I needed to put that chicken plate down. Hey, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not new here still, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get into how I even found out, you guys. Like, first I'm gonna give y'all the symptoms, how I knew I was pregnant, and how everything kind of sort of played out in the beginning. I first found out or knew or like had a thought that I was pregnant because like I had came back from out of town. We were dealing with personal family issues within the family, so we had a lot going on. I don't think I was really able to pay attention to or even think about if I could be pregnant at the moment. You know, I was losing a close uncle of mine, so I'm like thinking about being pregnant right now or even paying attention to my body and stuff. I think it wasn't until I got home from being home from home, that I was just like, okay, I was about to go get some wine. I was about to cook for my man and our kids, and we was about to have a good time. So I'm sitting in the bathroom, and something just told me, girl, don't go get no wine. You might be pregnant. And y'all, like, me and their dad, we were not planning on getting pregnant, but we also weren't, you know, trying to prevent it, because we both talked about it like, okay, once we hit kid number 4, we're gonna stop there. So we already have our boy and our girl, but we both want a big family. So it was like, once we get to 4 kids, we gonna stop. And it's so funny because on Halloween we took the kids on like the MARTA, because this is like something fun, like, oh, let's get on the train and go downtown. So we did that, and we were talking, and we were just like, dang, like, we have not been being careful, but we haven't gotten pregnant. And, you know, I hemorrhaged really bad with my last pregnancy. So it was like, oh my God, what if like they sewed something up in there, or what, you know, what if something went down, you know, while they were basically giving surgery on me to where we can't have kids. Meanwhile, we were actually pregnant at the moment, but like I said, we're going through so much with our family and everything. I think I wasn't able to really pay attention and listen to my body and everything. So back to when I found out. So something just told me, don't get no wine. Just go get a test tomorrow and see what's going on. So I took my son to daycare, and I had my daughter with me. And so we went to Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree, honey, they got the best tests. I don't care what nobody say. Those blue tests that you take, that blue dye, horrible. They lied to me before. I thought I was pregnant. It was a lie. It was a liar, but no. So I got to the dollar store, got the test, got home. I couldn't even wait to put the other groceries up, because we went to get groceries and everything first. I left everything on the counter. I went in the bathroom. I took that test, and immediately 2 lines. Y'all, I didn't know what to think at the moment. I was just like, I was really in a big shock. I was like, so we actually are pregnant? We were just thinking that our pregnancy days were done. You know, we were just saying like how we were kind of sad about that. And little did we know we were pregnant. So that's why, you guys, and outside of even pregnancy or anything else, don't give up on anything, because you could be a step away from your ideal self, your goal, your big goal. And then you step away because you think, nope, I'm not ready. This is not for me. I'm going to just turn around, when it's already done. It's already there. You just got to keep. It's crazy how life works, you know. So I took the test. It was positive. And I sent my man a text at work, because I just couldn't wait to tell him. And like, when it's the 3rd pregnancy, it's not like you're like, oh, I gotta wait till you get home and plan something now. It's the 3rd pregnancy. I could not wait. I wanted to tell him right away. When he got home, he didn't say nothing to me. I was so mad. And I'm like, did you not get my text? And he was like, I glanced at it, you know, I was working. I'm thinking he probably sent him like something off Instagram or something. He's like, you pregnant? I was like, yeah. So we went from there. So that's how I found out I was pregnant. Number 1, the feeling like your motherly instincts just talk to you. Number 2, I found out before I even I just knew like something was going on. Like, it got to be twins or something, because I was to the point where, and actually, nope, this happened before I took the test. Before I even took the test, I was already so exhausted that I had to pick my son up from daycare, and I overslept so bad that my man came home from work and he's like, "Where's TJ?" And I'm like, "What time is it?" And I'm like, I slept through my alarm. I was that exhausted. So he had to go get him, and I felt like a shitty parent because I'm like, dang, I forgot my son at daycare. But I didn't forget. I was just so tired. My body just took over me, and I just went to sleep. And it was kind of like, it felt like somebody had drugged me in a club or something like that. And I just passed out. I've never been that tired during any pregnancy. So another sign it was twins was I was just extremely irritable. Like, I did not want my man talking to me. Like, he would just come home and just be telling me about his day at work or just our regular routine, talking about what happened at work, what happened with the kids, and then have mommy daddy time. I was not trying to hear it. I didn't want to deal with nothing. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was in my own world, and I was just like, can everybody leave me alone? Like, even the kids, I was just like, can you watch them? I just don't want to be bothered with right now. And I could not understand why I was that irritable. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm acting like some kind of like old grandpa who just don't want to be bothered with no noise. That's how I felt. And I was mad that I was mad because I'm like, why am I mad? I could not understand all of these emotions that I was going through. But when you think about it, when you're carrying two fetuses inside of you, that's two different personalities forming. It's a lot of energy because even though they're still forming, we're all, I think that we're all like a spirit. We come from a spirit world, and it's just a lot of energy in you, and it's just like trying to balance everything. So I was very irritable, super fatigued all the time. Like I said, I felt like I was drugged or something. Like I would just pass out of nowhere, like just pass out of nowhere. So I was like, now, this ain't right. Another thing is I was telling my man, because you like to tell your man everything that's going on in the pregnancy. Even though they don't quite understand, you still, they're at home with you most of the time, so you're talking to them about it, right? So I'm talking to him, and I'm like, I never felt like this before. Like, I was like, we have a son, we have a daughter. They're only 2 and 3. It's not been that long since I've been pregnant with them. I know what it feels like. Y'all, this kind of felt like I was like carrying some unearthly children, like some alien or something, knock on wood. But I was just like, this is not a normal pregnancy. I kept telling Terrence over and over again, this is not a normal pregnancy. Something is going on. So if you know, like if you've already had kids and you know this pregnancy is off, that is like one of the big telltale signs that it's twins. Especially if you already had a boy and a girl. You know something is off. You should not be this fatigued. You should not be this aggravated. It's like everything is heightened times 2. So it's like a regular pregnancy with all the symptoms heightened times 2. The nausea, the bloating. Y'all, I was so bloated. I was over there looking like, who was I looking like, y'all? Big Mama. I was looking like Big Mama. And I knew I needed to put that chicken plate down. So that was another thing. I was looking like Big Mama. I just felt like somebody took my body. My name's Vonetta. I felt like somebody took Vonetta's body and switched it with an 80-year-old woman's body. Like, I felt like how Rose looked on Titanic. I felt like I stepped into her body and I was trying to function through life and take care of 2 toddlers. And I was just like, oh, baby, those days is over with. I'm like, I should be in a nursing home now. That's how I felt, y'all. I just felt out of it. Like, now I'm so glad I'm in the 2nd trimester. It's getting a little bit better. But I'm still, I still get through my times where I'm extremely tired. And the headaches with all the rising hormones are just heavy. The last telltale sign is kind of obvious. We went to the doctor. Due to the pandemic, FU pandemic, we could not, Mama, go around the other side because you don't want to knock over that. Go this way. Okay, come here. Oh, this way. Due to the pandemic, I could not bring my man in to the doctor's appointment with me. And I was so sad because I wanted him to be there to look at that ultrasound. But I was able to bring my children because daycare was shut down. I couldn't even take them if I wanted to. And I just kind of had to talk to the doctor's office like, look, we don't have nobody to watch our kids. Can they please come and, can they please come with me? We're going to wear masks and we'll be good. So, y'all, they let the kids come. And the lady, she first did a pap smear, and the kids, they were just, I'm gonna insert a clip, they was just like really looking, like just looking kind of confused, like what is she doing to our mommy, you know? So then we get to the ultrasound, y'all. And I'm looking, you know, when you get your ultrasound, you want to look too. So your head just be turned like this, like you really just over there looking at the ultrasound. Okay, turn this page. We really just, I'm looking at the ultrasound. And I see the baby. I see one baby. And she keeps moving the, what is it, the monitor? And then it picks up another baby. And she's like, congratulations, you're having twins. And I guess she wanted to see like me get excited with her. But y'all, before I could get excited, the shock took place. I was just like, twins. All I could think about was I already have 2 toddlers. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, I was overwhelmed, but I was all excited all in one. Overwhelmed and excited. And I was sad because I was like, I wish that Terrence could have been here. You know, I wanted that's something that I wanted him to see. And then like I couldn't record. Yeah, that is that bad. Good job. I was feeling all those emotions. I really wanted him to be there. I had my, you know, they print out all the pictures of the ultrasound. So, okay, baby. So they print out all the pictures of the ultrasound, and I had both of my kids with me. So I didn't even think to fold it up. So you guys, I walked back into the lobby, and I'm just trying to carry the diaper bag, trying to, you know, keep the toddlers together. And then I just had the ultrasound papers just waving behind me. And like the ladies in the waiting room, because you know we had an OBGYN office, they're like, oh my gosh, she's having twins. And y'all, I was not ready for that attention yet because everything did not sink in and I could not process it yet. I just wanted to sit down in peace and quiet and then process it. But I'm grateful that they were excited for me. That's good when people are excited for you. But I just needed to process it. Like, I'm really having twins. And like, cool fact, I'm also a twin myself. So like, I've always heard that twins skip a generation. But I'm a fraternal twin, and my twins are fraternal twins. And they say that fraternal twins is hereditary from the mother's side of the family due to hyperovulation. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm a hyperovulator. That's kind of cool. So y'all, it all just sank in. And so when I got home, I didn't tell my man while he was at work. Now this one I had to see his face because this is the first. So, and I just, he kept saying too, like, you kept telling me that something was off about this pregnancy, something was different. Y'all, that's why I wanted to get that ultrasound so bad. I was in such a rush to get it. I wanted to hurry and make that doctor's appointment because I was like, is the baby in a fallopian tube or something? Like, twins was kind of like one of the last things that crossed my mind. So I'm like, is everything okay? So, yes, turn this page. So when I saw twins, I was like, that's why I was feeling like I was losing my mind, like losing my marbles. So I'm gonna start a clip on how he felt. Because I first told him like, oh, you know, it's high risk. That's the only thing I really told him, like, oh, it's high risk, Terrence, you know. But the reason it was high risk is because, you know, when they say you having more than one, it's always, you know, considered high risk, which is kind of cool, though, because I get to see a specialist and I get more ultrasound. So I was excited about that. But, yeah, so I told him that. I had to spook him up a little bit and then let the good news come like a roller coaster. So here's what he found out, y'all. I hope that was recording, because sometimes you can hit record and then it don't be recording and you got to sit and redo the whole video. Ooh.